Hello everyone, welcome back to the SAP Manufacturing channel. In this video today, we will see the annual agreements but value contracts in this case. Okay, in the other video that you can check out if you haven't seen it is the quantity contract, okay, which is a typical one. But we can also have value contracts, okay. It's the same transaction, okay. We will use ME31K, okay, for this, but it's checking the value, okay, the total value of POs that you will be creating based on this contract. Okay, remember that the contract is long-term agreement, right? The long-term can be until the end of the year, could be for 1 year or 2 years, depending on the business requirements and needs, right? So, okay, let's jump right in. Okay, in this case, I will try to go faster than the other one, but this time I will show you very quickly. It's the same transaction, okay? However, I just want to show you the path so you can also do it from here if you don't remember exactly the transaction, okay? You go to purchasing, materials management, purchasing, and we go directly to outline agreement here, okay? And of course, it's going to be contract. This is the one, okay? So basically, we'll be creating this time a contract like the other one. This will be this vendor, but the agreement type, instead of being the MK we used the other day, this time would be WK, which is value contract. So we need to put the purchasing organization, the purchasing group, raw materials in this case as well. So let me put 201, and that's it. Let me just press enter. And here, as you can see, the validity end is mandatory as usual, right? And there is a second field that is mandatory, which is a target value. This is because this is the main one for the purpose of a value contract, right? So you need to know which is the target amount of money that you will be spending, right, um, on this vendor material combination, right? Okay, so let me just do it until the end of a year. Again, this can be for entire 1 year in total, right? This could be for 7, 8, 26 if you want. It's dependent on the negotiations, right, in the procurement. Okay, so payment terms, again, you can have specific payment terms here, right? And the target value. So let's assume we're going to be, for example, purchasing 1,000. Okay, I'm going to put low value on purpose because there will be some videos that we will see what happened when we reach this target value, right? I already mentioned before, right? It's going to be a warning message, but we can turn it into an error message if we want to, right? Okay, so again, you can put all the information you want here. You can change the payment terms, and you will have different discount depending on the days that you pay, right? In advance, let's say. Anyway, perfect. So let me just present it to validate everything. And now we have the main screen for all the materials for this vendor, right? Again, remember, it's for one vendor and a specific line for materials, right? And the plant, right? As I mentioned, we can have multiple plants as well if we want to, but the typical thing is to do this by plant again because the prices or the cost of the or purchasing price might vary depending on your plant distance with the vendor, for example, right? Again, so the same vendor, same material for two different plants can have different value if the freight is, let's say, already considered in the purchasing price, right? Okay, so let me do this for limestone, another raw material. And let me put the target quantity. We can put a target as well here. It's not mandatory, but we can put a target, 10,000. The unit price, we can do, let me do this like 100. So it's €1 per kg, okay, per kilo. Material group will, on the plan, everything will be coming automatically. Let me just present it here. The price taken from, okay, from conditions. Okay, so we have 10, 20, sorry, 10,000, the target quantity, 10,000, okay. Net price is 12.38. Okay, so we have a situation here that since the material has already this cost, right? Standard cost is showing you, right, that we are having a higher or lower in this case, okay, a very lower cost compared to the material price, okay. So this is important, of course. We need to be consistent, okay. But this is for just for the purpose of testing, right? So that's why we have this difference here. Okay. Anything else? As I said, okay, yes, this one. Okay, let's do this so we can do invoice received process. It's taking expected price. Again, another enter. Yeah, perfect. So we can go to conditions, item conditions, right? And we can also go to the scales if we want, right? Okay, so let's assume that this is for 1 kg, right? For 1,000, we can have 100. The price was changed here, most likely because we already have a purchasing info record. Okay, so like I said before, when you have a purchasing info record, the system will suggest that purchasing price when you are dealing with the Alden agreement. Okay, so it's 100 per 100 when we purchase 1,000. Okay, and if we purchase 3,000, we will leave it to 9. I'm sorry. No, no, no. It's not what I meant. Sorry. It's should be 10, right? Because it's divided by 100. No, that would be too low, right? No, it's okay. It's 100, right? So it's going to be €1, okay? And this one should be 90, no 900, right? 90 because I want 9 cents. So divided, we move to the left, dot 0, right? It's 0.90 per 1 kg. In this case, it's 100 kg. So it's going to be €90, 100 kgs. Yes, perfect. Just presenter. Okay. So this one should be higher again because that would be too low, even though it's coming from probably the Allen agreement. It's going to be 120. So divided by 100, it's 1.2. Okay. So let me just force it. Let me go back just to be sure. Yeah, now it's taking this value instead of the other one, right? Instead of the original one. Just let me do one thing. Just 1 second, please. Let's go to ME13, raw time. So we have 12 exactly. Yeah. Okay. So this is the price that was taken. Okay. Originally, right? To be honest, I don't know exactly the price of this kind of raw materials, right? In real life, I assume it's going to be around €1 per kilo, right? This maybe was too cheap. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just showing you why, right? When we started, the system picked up this value, right, which is 12 cents, right, of euros per kilo, or €12 per 100 kilos, right? So this is the reason why we had the other value. Again, it's just a proposal. That's why we ended up having, let me go back to this one. We ended up having the one we set up, right? So we are overriding the other one. This was just a suggestion, but we're going to do something else. Remember that in the other video, if you haven't seen it, please go and see it. The update here. Okay, let me just press enter again because it's gray out. Yeah, now it's available. So we will set up this to update. Okay, we will update the info record because now we know it's already existing. Okay, that's why we picked up another value for or purchasing price. Okay, so let me save it now. Okay, so it's finished. Okay, save it. No message, that's fine. We're not going to print anything. This is just testing. And we have this other contract now, okay? So we can go and very quickly, ME21N. So again, remember, we need to go here and search for contracts. So we're going to be searching, for some reason, it's coming another company code. This is the vendor. Yeah. We should put the material though, because we're going to have two now, right? So we know that the one we just created is this one for the limestone, because this is for the other product that was phosphorus source, right? So let me just grab this one to the shopping cart, and we can be creating this new PO. Okay, it's 120 here, right? And if I press enter, it should be less than that because in the scales now we have 100 when it's 1000, right? So, and then it's telling you, just for you to know, that if it's bigger than 3000 kgs, right, we will have the best or lowest price. Excellent. So you can see now that the PO, let me just create this PO anyway. It's not going to be, let me check what is wrong here, but yeah, okay. So just warning, right? No output, that's fine. The price differs from the original one, right? That's what it's telling us this. Then it's telling us that the lowest price will be if we purchase 3000, just in case. And of course, if the delivery can be met or not, okay? Very simple warnings that there is no real issue behind it, right? So let me save it. And this time I will say save. Okay, excellent. So we just created the PO for this. Excellent. Thank you for watching, and please make any comments or suggest any newer scenarios for videos, future videos. Could be MM, but can also be QM and PP as well. Please. Soon, probably I will be issuing some videos for PM as well, but I still need to finish a few more for MM and also for QM, of course, and PP. Okay, thank you very much. I see you in the next video.